Okay, guys. Oh crap, am I even okay. Okay, guys, I am back. There was a little fire going on, which is kind of crazy. I don't even know if it was bad. I think it was just like the sprinkler popped off or something. But yeah, dude. So I am actually going to do this one this time, and hopefully we don't get another damn like fire alarm going. So let me see if I can quick share this link. And of course, I don't have a thumbnail for this one. Great. Okay. Cool. Well, let's wait for this to fill up a little bit, and then I will continue on from where I left off. Like I said, nothing happened with like the fire. Thank God, nothing was bad. Let me quick quote this with the YouTube link. Okay. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna give out three props. Make sure to be asking questions and stuff. Probably gonna be going for like this one's not gonna be too long, maybe like 30 or 45 minutes or so. And then yeah, we can just go over the slate, something light. It's football Sunday, so I'm keeping it short. Okay. Okay, once we get to 50 people, I'll start sharing the picks again. Obviously, actually, I'll just continue on the one that I left off on because you guys already all like know what it is. So no reason to like gatekeep it or anything. But let's see, is this the screen? Okay, perfect. So yeah, guys, as the first one I am going with is going to be Jalen Brunson under. Oh my gosh. Under 30 and a half points and rebounds. Looks like it moved to 29 and a half. That's totally fine. Look, man, the reason I'm rolling with this, we can go to like head to head last year and see how he fared. He had 40 points in a game that they only won by 2. Won by 10, had didn't shoot the ball well. Had 17. And then he had on 39 minutes, he had 17 and 3 again. So, I mean, look, I'm not gonna like overthink this one, dude. The Nets just blitz the hell out of the pick and roll. I know we lost the Cade. The reason why I like this Brunson one though, and I feel comfortable going back to it, is like seriously when you think about the Knicks and the Pistons, like the difference between them is that the Knicks actually have like depth. Like they don't have anyone on the injury report. They have a ton of guys who can score the ball. That's kind of like where we went wrong with Cade, or what went wrong with Cade is that like the Pistons, like Isaiah Stewart got hurt. They're already without Tobias Harris. I mean, dude, like seriously, like Jalen Duren's like their second option right now. Like Asar Thompson's their third option, dude. Like they do not have scoring whatsoever. Like this could be a massive. Like Bridges can give you 25. OG can give you 25. Cat can obviously give you like 30, 35 on any given night. Jordan Clarkson off the bench. Deuce McBride can hit some threes off the bench. The Knicks have a lot of depth, man. I mean, there's a 15 and a half point spread. So like, what are the odds that he even like plays in the fourth quarter? So yeah, I mean, it's the matchup is bad for one person and one person only, and that's Jalen Brunson. And so yeah, don't include his assists in there. I believe those are at what 6.5, 7.5. Okay. I mean, yeah, don't include assists in there, but yeah, I'm going under PR on Jalen Brunson. Like I said, you can look down at this props madness. Fewest points by far to pick and roll handler. Seventh fewest in isolation last year. But yeah, I mean, and then they're like what dead last in transition, spot up. So yeah, dude, this is just a pretty easy one for me. 15-point spread. Love that it's in MSG. Of course, I think that could help with the blowout too. That's gonna be my first official play. That was crazy, dude. Yeah, that was just annoying. Like honestly, like I'm in the middle of a stream. I know it's like kind of inconsiderate, but yeah. I mean, I'm just like in the middle of the stream, and then that fire alarm keeps on beeping. I'm like, dude, I've never actually really heard like a fire alarm go off for an actual fire, but like when I was outside chilling, you could just see like water flowing off like the back and stuff. And yeah, so it was like an actual fire, but I don't think it was anything serious, thankfully. So cool. Well, let's stay on this game for the second play. This one definitely will still be there. It's a little two-legger, and it's pretty easy, but or pretty good. I like it. I'm typing it up right now just so you guys can see it. So I'm going with Josh Hart over 3.5 assists, and then I paired it with DeMar to score 15 plus points. Honestly, guys, because I just like didn't want to lay like crazy juice on like Josh Hart assists. I will say, if you just play it on DK, I don't think you need to parlay it with anything personally. But like yeah, just for like availability things. Like I don't want to be laying like minus 147 at like Builder. I don't want to be laying like minus 150 at FanDuel and stuff. So yeah, guys. I mean, if you have DK, I wouldn't pair this with anything. But reasoning behind Josh Hart over 3.5 assists is if we go to like head to head last year, 9, 8, 9 assists, of course, guys, 39 minutes, 46 minutes, which is just hilarious, and then 40 minutes. I will say, guys, this is just kind of like a perfect matchup on paper for Josh Hart to get assists, in my opinion. So, like, if we go down here, and we can just go to like last year. So it's not going to say like what percent of his assists come in transition, but like, yeah, I mean, Josh Hart scores most of his points in transition. He scores most of his points in spot up. I mean, that's just like when he touches the ball most, right? So like teams that are bad at allowing points in transition, that's obviously good. Teams that are gonna, commit to Brunson, make him pass it to Hart, make him, go 2-on-1 to make a play. I think this is like the perfect matchup for Josh Hart to get assists. So when you kind of crunch the numbers, right? Like I think I did this. So yeah, I'd probably have him at 25 minutes off the bench. Josh Hart, he's been like around like 27, 28 recently, but obviously factor in below it a little bit. I think 25 is a fair projection for Josh Hart. When you do like the math on this, he's like he was around like 5.3 assists per 25 minutes against the Nets last year. But also if you do this, like you can see it's like very, very correlated here. So if you go to like, let's go with like Brunson, Bridges, Towns, and OG. And then if you go to opponent assists allowed, if you hover over the Nets right here, you can see that they allow the most assists in the league, which is obviously good, right? When you're betting on an assist over. But if you do like teams that are bottom half in the league and assists allowed, and then if you scroll over a little bit, opponent rank versus dominant play type, which is going to be transition. So you do bottom half of the league of both. He's like averaging 6.5 assists on, and then hit the minute. Oh, whoops, my bad. And then hit the minute filter again, just so we can like do the crunching, right? 36.5 minutes in the sample. Like I said, I have him at 25. So you do the math on that times 6.5, and then he's at like 4.45 assists. So yeah, I think there's a lot to like about Josh Hart assists, man. I don't think you can make come up with a better matchup for him to get assists, like to be completely honest with you guys. All right. And then I guess I'll talk a little bit about DeMar 15 plus. This one's pretty simple, man. Outside of like a game versus Utah, which is actually like Utah is like not a good matchup for that because they, especially early in the year with Kessler, they were just like allowing so much catch and shoot stuff, so much transition stuff. But yeah, I mean, he's been very consistent besides that, right? So we just need 15 from him. He's playing the Wolves who, like the Wolves, like guys, I watch the Wolves, bro. Like we're not going to send 2 to DeMar, right? He's going to get single coverage all game. Wolves allow like a decent amount of stuff in the mid-range area. They limit spot up stuff, good to like handler. But yeah, I mean, if we go to like last year against the Wolves, DeMar had 26 and 33 points. Like I said, we just need 15. He got up 25 shots. He got up 18 shots, like a shit ton of free throws in each game too. I mean, like I said, man, I've watched the Wolves play enough to know that a guy like DeMar is not going to get any sort of difficult coverage. Whenever he gets to his spots on the mid-range, no one's really going to shade over to him. He's just going to be able to cook one-on-one. So I think this is a pretty safe leg. Lean heavily over, honestly, on this 20.5 line. I think that this is pretty damn low too. So yeah, Hart 3.5 assists, DeMar 15 plus points. This is like plus 107 at DK, and I should probably have the odds up here, I believe. Plus 107 at DK. Okay, guys, before I give out the third and final pick and then we get into some breakdowns, like I said, guys, get some questions rolling. The first game we will go over is going to be Houston and Milwaukee. So if you guys have any questions off the top of your head, make sure to get those going, and I will get to every single one of you. Another thing, guys, if you guys are on YouTube, make sure to drop a like and sub the channel if you haven't. Just helps your boy out a lot with trying to grow this thing. And that's what I'm trying to do for the next couple months. So it is very greatly appreciated. And then one last final thing, I think. If you guys are a fan of Props Madness, or if you do think that this could benefit you, if you guys are trying to originate your own stuff, I mean, seriously, guys, like you're not going to find like anything better for researching. So obviously, I'll show you this. You can always hit my DMs if you guys have questions. But of course, guys, use code SB25 for 25% off your first month on Props Madness. As if you are trying to originate stuff, It is an absolute game changer. And just being completely honest, I need it. I think that you guys probably need it too if you're trying to find your own plays. Peyton Pritchard over 19.5 PA is going to be my third and final play. And the originator of Props Madness, actually, Pips NBA, we were talking about this. And I think maybe the PA moved. It looks like it's still there. Okay, FanDuel still has a minus 130. I would play that personally. 20.5, I would just go back to points. Honestly, guys, they are very similar. Just think that the PA at 19.5 has a little more value. But yeah, guys, this one's like a Props Madness masterclass, right? So, like I said, Pips reached out to me, so this is basically his play, to be honest. But head to head, if you go to head to head, right? So this team literally just played each other 2 days ago, right? He had a good game. He had 4 assists, 27 points, good game, shot efficiently from the field. Honestly, I'm not too worried about that. I am worried about the underlying numbers though, right? So if you click usage and then hover over this, he had a 27.2% usage rate. Jaylen Brown, if you click on him, he had a 36% usage rate. So guys, as we all know with the Magic, right, they switch everything. They don't really double a ton. If you get usage, if you're a higher usage guy, you're typically going to see a spike in usage because they stay home on shooters and things to that extent. I talk about this every single time with the Magic. But 27.2%, the thing I like about this too is like when you get these games that are kind of like back-to-backs, these like little baseball series type plays, I always like to look at the team that lost and see who did good on that, because the team that won obviously isn't going to switch anything up, right? What you did worked last time. So they're not going to switch up anything defensively. So what that means to me is I think Peyton Pritchard's going to have a pretty damn good usage rate once again, right? 27% last game. If you go to all time, and I think I just screwed that up, all time, we can do like literally the last 3 years. With 18%, I'm trying to like pinpoint this, 18 to 28%. Like I said, guys, he had a 27.2% usage rate last game. So 18 to 28% usage. His minutes, he's on like a 34, 35 minute rotation in competitive games for the most part. So if you go to a minute filter, because let's see, minute filter and do 28 to 36 minutes, right? Nothing too crazy about that. And then you just do this. So 15.5 points, he's averaging 20 points in the sample size. He's over an 80.6% of games. But when you go back over this PA line, and hopefully this stuff stays locked in. Okay, good. Yeah. So like when you go over to the PA line, like I said, guys, the 20 plus PA over 19.5. I mean, guys, with 18% usage to 28%, 28 to 36 minutes. I mean, look at this shit, man. Literally over in 30 out of 36 games. So great. I think this is a great play. I think that his points are great. I don't see the Magic doing anything different. Why would they? They just won. So yeah, I think that Peyton Pritchard's lines are pretty damn low, and this is like my favorite player of the day for sure. So let me know if you guys are tailing for sure. Okay. Comments. We got Giannis over 6.5 assists. Sweet. Yeah, let's break down this Rockets Bucks game. Like I said, guys, comment away, and we'll get to every single thing you guys have. So yeah. As you can see here, or as I know, like if you guys were reading my funnels, right, the Rockets are allowing a ton of catch and shoot stuff, and obviously, like if you're allowing the most catch and shoot stuff, then I can guarantee you the Bucks as a team have one of the highest catch and shoot frequencies, right? Because the team just loading up on them. So you would think that when you combine those two little numbers and stuff, like absolutely, this would make a ton of sense for Giannis to have a lot of passes out to guys. I will say, I don't envision him getting a lot of assists at the rim. Obviously, most of his assists come at the three-point line anyways. I mean, literally pretty much all of his assists come at the three-point line. So I will say this might be one where you like look back at it and be like, oh my gosh, he had so many potentials. Well, it's like, well, all of his potentials were to like catch and shoot threes. It's not exactly like those are like a 36, 37, 38% shot or something. So I think I lean over, but this also does, like I said, this does, in my opinion, reek of like a 16 potentials, 6 assists type of game or something like that. So yeah, I think it makes sense though. I will say, man, so the Rockets used to like really kind of like stay home on shooters last year, and they kind of flipped that a little bit. And they still kind of clamped up Giannis pretty well, right? Like 27 points in 32 minutes, 20 points in 36 minutes. That's pretty damn impressive. So I don't hate some like I think that maybe like Giannis under points might be the better way to go about it. What's the spread here? Spread is +4. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on Giannis. I think that these guys are going to get some pretty open threes, in my opinion. I guess I think that something good would be Trent being +3s for plus money for 3 threes seems good considering he gets more volume than AJ Green, who's -195. Yeah, for sure. So Trent is going to be a plus money at 2.5. I think that this could make sense. So this might be something where maybe we want to see where the Rockets are kind of funneling their shots. So if we go to like actually, and we can just do this on Props Madness. I don't know why I'm not doing that. So let's see if it's more corners or above the break stuff. So it's definitely more above the break stuff so far this year. So you want to look at guys who are taking most of their threes from above the break. So we go to like player Ryan Rollins is, a decent amount in the corner, like 16% versus 27%. Turner, dude, Miles Turner got turned into just like a spot up guy, which is crazy. I think that Miles Turner actually makes a fair bit of sense though, to be honest, because I wonder if they go double big to start too, the Rockets, and then they put Adams on Giannis because I remember they did that last year. Because I don't know who else you would, or maybe Tari Eason. You definitely want some like more physical player on Giannis. Like you want like someone with some beef. So like either Steve-O or Tari, I think would get a lot of minutes on defending Giannis. Yeah. So I guess let's go to Gary Trent and see if he's doing most of his stuff above the break or from the corners. And him too. I mean, the Bucks just generate so many damn catch and shoot threes, bro, because of how Giannis plays. But yeah, man, I do tend to agree. Let's see. He's averaging 7.3 attempts. I think with the matchup, you can easily project him for like 8, maybe 9 or something. I think like maybe like 7 to 10 would be a good 3-pointer attempt range for Trent, I would say. And we can just go to like let's go to like last year with 7 to 10 threes. Yeah, dude. I think this is a pretty damn good bet, personally. Just joined by Kevin Durant, 25.5 points. I do kind of lean over on that too. I know like the Bucks, let's see where they rank in isolation. So isolation, I guess, no, that's last year. This year in isolation, they are 26th. Ooh, that's good. And then I know like the mid-range too, they definitely give up a lot to the mid-range. So I thought the last game was a really good spot for KD, and he didn't go over, which kind of sucks. But they also foul out too, which is good. Yeah, I think that this is probably a little bit of a better matchup. I think I definitely like this, Trevor. Definitely like this, Trevor. Yes, sir. Listen to Eddie. He said, "Go like the video stream, fellas." Yes, sir. Thanks, Eddie. Do I like Claxton assists today? Yeah. Okay. So I'll get to that in a little bit, Kevin, because I actually think that's like a really interesting angle. But let's just quick finish up on Houston, Milwaukee. I guess so guys, Steven Adams, like I said, I think that this is a prime spot for him to play pretty damn good minutes. He's been like killing it, man. We don't really have like much Steve-O stuff, but like Builder has like a 12.5 PRA line. And honestly, guys, I'm gonna quick like go to Builder real quick and see. Let me quick unshare my screen actually, because I don't really want. I'm gonna go to like my Builder and then see like if because there's a little like Builder hack guides that I'll share with you guys. But if you like use Builder a lot, which you absolutely should be, it's literally probably better than most stuff that's out there. But you can kind of like go to like this like custom Builder thing and take his points down 1, because I saw that his stat number down 1, and I saw that his PRA was like plus 110. And usually when you're on Builder and you're going to like, it's called build mode. And you can just take it down 1, you can find some pretty good stuff. So I'm clicking on Steve-O right now, and his PRA is -121 on Builder for I'll quick share my screen to see what I'm looking at. So you can quick like see my screen here, right? If you go to like build your bet and then like go down, it was at 13. It's like, or the over under is at 13.5, but you can take it down 1, and then you can get a really good price at market. Like literally MGM's like 30 cents off that. And this is something that he's hitting 7 out of 7 games, in my opinion, too. I think it makes a lot of sense for Steve-O to play big minutes here. Like you can even check like last year. Oh, okay. Played 5. Okay. Maybe I'm tripping. But no, I think that Steve-O actually Steve-O's like a perfect guy to like wall up Giannis with. So yeah. Really, really like that. And that's something I do recommend you guys to play. So I'm gonna actually quick play it myself for honestly, I'm probably gonna put 1.5 units on that because it's off market and it's also something that I think that we have like a good bet on. So yeah, I just played that at Builder. If you guys don't have that, highly recommend getting something that has Builder. Okay. Let's go to let's see. Okay, let's go over to that game. Nets and Knicks. Guys, comment down below Nets and Knicks stuff. Yeah, so Claxton assists. Dude, they have been using him as a hub a whole lot, man. They really have been. So I do really like it, dude. And like I guess Mitch, it's a little bit different because Mitch is like will kind of like get out and switches, but like in the minutes that Claxton's getting guarded by Cat, like he could easily get DHO assists, like easily. So I kind of wish that this was like 2.5 for like -130. You're not really getting that, but I do agree, Kevin. I think that that's like super sharp of you to like see how they've been using him recently. Yes, the Mutt Gamer. I actually love Mitchell Robinson, dude. I think that he's in such a good spot. I think like so if we go to Mitch Robinson, Nets to what are they allowing to putbacks? Play type putbacks because that's like literally like what matters for Mitchell Robinson putbacks and stuff in the restricted area. So if you go to like points per game, Brooklyn. Okay, Brooklyn hasn't been terrible. I guess let's just check like overall opponent offensive rebounds. Um, okay, so I thought they've been like a little bit worse. I guess they haven't been. Um, just like looking at it though, I mean Claxton's skinny as hell, dude. Like yeah, he should be able to work him on the glass. I will say Sharp's like kind of like a little beefy, but also I mean if we go to like Mitch's points, obviously like 100% from the restricted area, and yeah, they allow a ton of stuff in the restricted area, so the lob should be there too. I don't even hate like man, I wish this was 3.5 points, but I don't even hate points to be honest, because like his rebounds feel like they're pretty efficient honestly at 7.5. But yeah, like and he said Mitchell double double, dude. Yeah, I mean here's the thing though, man. It's like Mitchell, they're so cautious with Mitch's minutes that like in a game that projects to be a blowout, they're probably not going to play him big minutes. So I think that double double's kind of out there, but I do like his per minute stuff. Like yeah, Duren and Rudy. Did Rudy feast against? Oh yeah, yep, Duren. Yep, that's a good call. Like, and I should actually be looking at this more to be honest. Um, yeah, yeah, Duren and Rudy did have good games against them for sure. So definitely like that, man. PR is free. Yep, I like that, man. I like AJ Green. I think that, like I said, I just think that they're gonna get a lot of catch and shoot looks. They're gonna the Bucks are. So definitely like that, Tommaso. Okay. So like I said, I already gave out two officials from this game. Nets side of things, like I said, guys, I think the Nets just might be a team that I don't really bet much on, to be honest. I think that Nick Claxton under rebounds is somewhat interesting. I know he's went over in a couple games recently, but just Mitchell Robinson is a brutal matchup for him. I think that I'd probably let's see. Did he play against him last year? He did. I don't know if Mitch played in that game. Then he had a game with 22 minutes and 10 rebounds. Looks like that was like last game of the year thing. But yeah, I guess like Claxton, let's see what his rebounds are at because like 22 to 33, 26 to 33. Let's just do that. I mean, this is probably like the worst matchup in the league, in my opinion, dude. So he was over in like, it was like a 50-50 thing. Here's the thing, man, worst matchup in the league. And then you're getting like plus money at FanDuel. And DraftKings, okay, guys, if you guys have DK, I think this is a great bet, dude. First of all, it's way off market. Second of all, it is a brutal matchup. Like Knicks are allowing the fewest offensive rebounds. I think that Knicks might just be allowing the fewest rebounds overall in general too. And like I said, they've played a lot of the year, fourth fewest. But with Mitchell Robinson, any games that he plays, I mean, they're probably the best rebounding team in the league. So Nick Claxton under 8.5 rebounds. This is a DK exclusive one. But this is like a really bad line, and I think I'm about to play it myself. Just gonna quick. I'll send it in to my Discord too. But yeah, this is like honestly, guys, it's weird because like for me personally, like obviously, like I'm not gonna track this as official because it's like not available whatsoever. But yeah, it's just like I'm trying to just like make a couple extra bucks here, so. Nick Claxton under 8.5 rebounds. I think that's a really good one. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Hold up, let me quick send this over to my group chat. DK only. Unofficial. Okay, cool. All right, now let's go to Boston, Orlando. Like I said, I'm already on Pritchard. Like I said, I think a good angle to take for stuff like this is like I said, these baseball series. So we can like look back and see what the Celtics did. The Magic are going to do the same shit. They literally just won the game, right? They're going to do the exact same shit. I'll get to J-Man. I'll get to this in a little bit. Just we're going game by game right now. So we're on Boston, Orlando. And is my mic even plugged in? Okay, it is. So yeah, Jaylen Brown in a great spot. Like I said, I don't know. I don't think this 26.5 really has value personally. But I'd lean over. I think that if you go to like FanDuel, I'm gonna quick pull up FanDuel too and then do a your way. And so I'm just pulling up your way because I think that a really smart way to play this Jaylen Brown look would be like an under 5.5 assists and then over points on your way. And I know it kind of stinks that every book doesn't have your way at this point and you can't do like alt unders really. But if you do like Jaylen Brown 20 plus points and then Jaylen Brown less than 5.5 assists. Okay, that's ugly. Okay, hold on. Let me do like Jaylen Brown like 21 points. What does that get it to? Okay, that's ugly too. Jaylen Brown 22 points is okay. So you can do this. So I have this queued up, and this is something that I'll probably just like play on my side. But like Jaylen Brown under 5.5 assists, and then over 21.5 points is minus 120 at FanDuel. So I think that's a really good way to play some Jaylen Brown stuff. Because like I said, I mean, he had 32 points, took 28 shots, only had 7 potentials. They're just gonna play him straight up, man. I really, really like this. Another thing that was a little bit interesting to me is Simon's under PRA. So his usage wasn't okay. He had 22% usage. So okay, maybe I'm stepping a little bit on that. But yeah, I mean, Orlando is just like he's super reliant on threes, especially above the break threes. So yeah, I think that Simon's unders are somewhat interesting. Only played 18 minutes. I don't really know why. I think that maybe he's just like too small against like this like big Orlando team. I know he had a lot of fouls and stuff, but Simon's unders were pretty interesting to me. But seeing his usage at 22% kind of makes me a little bit weird. Jaylen Brown rebounds. So we'll see how many chances he had. He only had 9 chances, so he converted on all 9 of his chances. I think that that's probably a little bit fluky, but I was high on Jaylen Brown's rebounds coming into this year with no Tatum, but I'd probably stay away. I think that maybe okay, it is plus 112, so maybe it's slightly an over, but don't have any crazy lean here personally. I see the potential assists of Hart. They were low, no. Josh Hart is such a gimmicky player. He does like DHO stuff. So I don't think that potentials are really the end all be all. It's more so just I care more about like play types and stuff. And yeah, it just potentials are so wanky, especially when you're just like you're a dude who makes like a ton of passes. Like sometimes like they have to shoot them directly after the pass for it to be a potential. Okay, Magic stuff. Like I said, guys, Magic are a team that I just hate betting on. I had no clue that Paulo was doing so good on the glass this year. Wendell Carter is someone who kind of popped me. I know the Celtics are kind of like weird on defense, but they have been really bad at offensive rebounding. So Carter had a really good game. He's at 10.5, coming off of a game with pretty damn good volume, right? 7 free throws, 10 field goal attempts. That's very good volume for a 10.5 line. So Carter's someone who is slightly interesting to me on the over points, but don't really have much on the Magic as I typically don't. Okay, Thunder Grizzlies. Do you guys have anything on Thunder Grizzlies? Because I think I might just skip over this because I don't really. I looked at this a decent. Actually, I'll share my strongest lean here with you guys. Big fan of Chet over 1.5 threes. And it's just like a pretty simple reasoning. I mean, we can go to last year, go to head to head. Only 28 minutes against them, he was at 6 threes attempted on 28 minutes against Memphis last year, which is very solid. He will get guarded by Jaren Jackson. I feel pretty strongly about that. I mean, like obviously you're gonna have like Landale on Hartenstein and then Jackson on Chet for a lot of the minutes. And Jackson's just like a great Jackson's a great like person to shoot threes against because he's obviously like a great rim protector, but he overhelps a ton personally. So he'll leave Chet pretty wide open. So big fan of his over 1.5 threes. Like I said, the volume was great against Memphis last year. So that's my strongest lean. I love Hart rebounds. Let's see. Let's check them out. Hart's like, let's see, he is at 10.5 rebounds. Let's see. I don't have any crazy feeling on him. 11.7. Let's see, with Chet. Yeah, Chet should be like probably guarding Jaren too. So like Chet, maybe has to guard someone decently high usage. Jock Landale is definitely a good rebounding matchup for sure, dude. So I mean, like he's just like soft on the glass. Like he's not gonna really do shit. So rebounds are allowed overall. Pretty good, especially on the defensive end. I guess we could go to like similar players. Sengun had 16 rebounds. Mark Williams. Just like look at centers in general. Duran, I believe, got into foul trouble. Duran had 27 rebound chances, bro, and only 9 rebounds. That's actually brutal. Sengun had 24 chances. Mark Williams had 20 chances. Jeez, dude. All these dudes are getting like crazy chances. Bam, he's a little bit different. Ware had 16 chances. Yeah, I think that this makes sense, dude. Like I think that 10.5 is kind of hefty, like a little bit. But yeah, dude. Like all centers have been getting a ton of chances against them. So definitely lean over with you. Yeah, so Hartenstein, I thought his line would be more. I actually just like blindly, like after like Hartenstein somehow dropped like 30 points. I'm like, okay, I'm taking his under next game. But yeah, so I mean so this actually Hartenstein, if you guys can see this little green zone right here, that's pretty big for Hartenstein, right? Hartenstein loves those little floaters. So the fact that Memphis is pretty poor in points in the paint, but especially in that little like area outside of the paint, yeah, I definitely can't talk you off it, man. I really, really can't. I think Hartenstein does make sense. Like I said, he's just coming off of such a good game. But yeah, I'd actually think that you guys are onto something, man. I think it's a good matchup. AJ Mitchell. Okay, let's see. AJ. What's going on in this Falcons game? I have no clue what's going on. AJ Mitchell stuff. Is Wiggins still out? So Wiggins is still out, and then last game without Wiggins, he did have 31 minutes in a game that they won by a lot too, dude. So let's see, what was his usage looking like? 20.8%. So that's pretty damn good. Yeah, 14.5 does seem a little bit low, man. I mean, he's at 16.8 on the year. Like I said, no Wiggins is really, really big, honestly. Like we can go to like some on-off stuff. Let's actually check that. Oh, geez. Q. Let's go to this. And then let's just go to like this year. See like if there's like any difference with because he should still get. I think he started, but he's still gonna play the non-Shea minutes, obviously. So let's just see what he's at right now per 36. And then we'll go from there. Let's see Oklahoma City Thunder if it can load up. But I think it's gonna be pretty good because Wiggins is like sneakily like a very high usage guy. So Wiggins is at about 18 field goal attempts per 36 and 23 points per 36 as well. Nothing fluky about that at all. And then you take Wiggins off the court, and let's see if he gets a massive bump. Gaston, I actually might play this myself because I was looking at that, man, and Memphis just is like a shit defense too, in my opinion. AJ Mitchell. Okay, so he actually goes down in field goal attempts. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted to see. But yeah, no, nonetheless, man, like if he's gonna get the start and play maybe pen him in for like 30 minutes, it does seem pretty low, I think. So yeah, don't actually like that. Okay, let's go on to Detroit and Philly. So Philly's a tough team to gauge because I feel like all their numbers are pretty skewed, like their pick and roll handler numbers, their transition numbers, things to that extent. Without without Embiid. Obviously, maybe they're still like a little bit bad. But I really don't have any crazy leans. I think that Cade's overs are a little bit interesting. And let me check out something. I just want to see like who got, like, if like a pick and roll handler got a lot of shots up in these. So I guess they played Orlando without Embiid, and Bane got great volume. Franz, Paulo all got pretty good volume in those games. We can go to the Nets, and the Nets are just such a goofy ass team. Cam Thomas got good volume. Porter shot the ball 23 damn times, which is crazy. Claxton had a pretty good game, which is interesting. And then we can go down to the Cavs. Let's see what Donovan Mitchell did here. If he played, Donovan Mitchell had a really good game, but I mean, absurdly efficient, dude. Like absurdly efficient. Mobley too. Mobley and Allen really feasted. So yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. So Mobley and Allen combining for 47 points in a game that Embiid misses. So it seems like they're still pretty poor down low, and that's kind of makes sense, right? You're getting a lot of Drummond minutes. You're probably getting some small ball. So yeah, let's see who's like a big, like Duran stuff. I think someone asked about Duran, right? Did someone ask about Duran earlier? Duran over 18.5. So yeah, Duran might be actually pretty interesting, and it might be like kind of like a tough hump to get over, I guess. But like, let's see. Let's go to the Pistons with Tobias and Stewart off, because probably a little bit better spacing to operate in with Stewart off. And like legitimately, like obviously guys, Duran's like a klutz sometimes, dude. Like he can just easily get into foul trouble. I will say though, like with Embiid out, like you'd think that his chances of foul trouble are a little bit better. Yeah, dude. The thing is, so here's the thing with that though, Muck Gamer. So John Morant had really, really good volume against the Thunder last year, and it's like the Thunder are like a smart team, right? Like I don't think they really give a shit about John Morant. Like I think they just want to take away John Morant's stuff at the rim, but he also hasn't been putting like crazy rim pressure. So I think that I don't think that I don't know if a low usage guy is gonna get crazy 3-pointers up against OKC. So look at this shit, man. So with Stewart and Harris off, Cade's at 42 fucking points, dude. That's crazy. That's like all from that Nets game. Look at he's shooting 66%, which is crazy. Duran's at 27 points. Obviously he's shooting very efficient. Let's check some like usage rate stuff, man, because like Cade's probably getting like all the damn. Cade's at a 36% usage rate. Duran's at 25%. So look, let's quick do this, man. Let's quick go to like last year and then see games like with Duran with like a, I don't know. Let's do like a 19 to 30% usage rate. Okay, so look, his season high was like literally 20. Let's just do 20% usage Duran, because he's definitely taken a leap. So only averaged 12.9 points when he gets that usage. But here's the thing, man. I can guarantee he got into crazy foul trouble in some of these games. So let's go to a minute filter over here. Yep, 23 minutes in this sample size. Actually, guys, to be honest, Duran's a different player from this year, so I don't really want to use his last year data. So like I said, he is at his assist percentage is, oh, I thought it was 24%. So that's funny. But yeah, so like it's all Duran and Cade. I don't hate Duran at 19.5, to be honest, dude, or 18.5. It is kind of like a mental block play for me personally. It's like Jalen Duran. Like, are we really betting over 18.5 points on someone like Jalen Duran? But he is a good player, man. I saw quotes about him, like they wanted him to be aggressive. Like he is like very dominant, dude. Like he's just like big as shit, strong as hell. So yeah, man. I actually do kind of lean over on Duran. And maybe like people are kind of like thinking like, oh, I don't know if I can take the over on Duran because of that. But yeah, guys, I mean, it should be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, let's see. So yeah, literally look at Mobley and Allen, man. Like this shit isn't like crazy. Let's quick see like some other guys without Embiid. Let's see. Claxton, what did he have? Claxton had 19 too. What did Carter have? I guess Carter had only 10 points, but I mean, yeah, I actually do like that, man. Is it Jalen Wells threes is the low usage guy? Yep. Oh, we already talked about that. Cool. So yeah, Duran stuff makes sense. On the Sixers, I kind of like Kelly Oubre, to be honest. So it's kind of weird, dude. You see like this like corner spot right here. Kelly Oubre, 13% of his points. I don't hate him to make 2 threes. I think it's a little bit interesting, man. He's just like a guaranteed, like he's just gonna play so many minutes without Embiid. So definitely kind of a fan of that. Kelly Oubre's been playing really good ball this year too, man. Really, really good. Even Trendon Watford, dude, guys. Like Trendon played 37 minutes last night. Obviously, he had a triple double, but I wonder, like, I mean, he's a good player, man. I wonder because Nick Nurse can be like a psycho too with the minutes. Like he really can be. Um, so I wonder if Trendon's actually going to be like in that circle of trust now, and we should be penciling him in for like 32 minutes. Because let's see, did Jabari Walker DNP? Jabari Walker basically DNP'd. Yeah, Jared McCain's gonna play here. He rested the first night of a back to back, but he's gonna play here. Don't know how many minutes he's gonna be at, but yeah. So without Embiid, too, you would think that Watford is going to. I don't know, man. I think Watford stuff is pretty interesting, personally. Okay. Let's see. Indy Golden State, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest. I doubt that Nemhard plays. If he does, his line's too damn low, 5.5. He had 13 potential assists last game, 67 passes made. Guys, Nemhard stuff's gonna be a wagon, bro. I actually really hope he doesn't play, and then I'm gonna like opening merchant his overs again next time. But yeah, I really don't have a take on this game, man. I think that maybe you can go in on some Jarris Walker stuff. I don't know. Have the Pacers had a back to back? They did. Okay. I know they yeah, so I really doubt that Nemhard's gonna play. I don't think there's anyone. Okay, so Ben Shepherd, guys. Ooh, guys. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I think that this is worth a play. So I'm gonna actually lock this in right now too. Um, yeah. This is. I think this is absolutely worth a play. And actually, I'll go back to this later. But Ben Shepherd, I don't think Nemhard's gonna play. I highly doubt he plays, man. Highly doubt. And even you can maybe get lucky with like no Neesmith, no Siakam, or some shit. Cool. Let's go to Wolves stuff. Like I said, I really like DeMar DeRozan. 20.5 points, I think is great. Like I said, I'm using him as 15 plus. We don't know if Sabonis is going to play. King's going to be honest with you guys, not a team that I've really been keeping up with. Um, whoever's just like I think so. The Wolves give up stuff to high usage guys. I think that Sabonis Rudy can make it tough on Sabonis down low. Personally, if he does indeed play. But yeah, like Russell Westbrook, I think that Russell Westbrook might be an interesting under to take, to be honest, because like I said, I think a lot of the stuff's going to be funneled to DeMar and Levine, just because we're not going to like overhelp a lot. Dennis Schroeder, most of his points is pick and roll handler. You'll definitely be able to get up shots against our Rudy's drop and single coverage with that. So I think that like Russell Westbrook might be a decent fade, to be honest, dude. Like he's been playing against teams that like just like don't respect him, like the Nuggets. He was obviously probably fired up for that. The Thunder just leave him wide the hell open. I don't know. I think that a sell spot on Russ could be interesting, especially if we get Sabonis playing. So I think that that's like a pretty strong lean of mine. Going over to Wolf stuff, Ant threes. So I definitely like Ant overs here, man. I mean, they're allowing the most points per game to pick and roll handlers, which is obviously great. They have been okay at defending above the break threes. The Kings have, which is interesting. And look at this stuff, man. It's like they just leave this corner open, but they don't for this corner. So I think that's Jaden's corner, if I'm not mistaken. Jaden's corner. Yep. Okay. A little bit of that corner too. But yeah. And yeah, so I guess I don't hate some like McDaniels. What is he at 1.5? Oh, geez. Yeah, definitely like Ant stuff, man. I think he's gonna have a game. This game should be pretty competitive. Oh, guys, really, really, really strong lean here. Really strong lean. Naz Reid in games with Ant and Randall. So we got 20 minutes, 23 minutes, 23 minutes, 21 minutes. And guys, this game against the Pacers, Ant tweaked his hamstring. And then 24 minutes, we won by 40. Guys, Naz Reid stuff is way too high, I think, personally, dude. Looks like it's kind of getting juiced under on FanDuel. Looks like 18.5 there. 5.5 rebounds is crazy high too, in my opinion, dude. Like, so we can just go to like all time with Randall, Ant, and Gobert. And let's do, because like I said, he's maxed out at 24 minutes, dude, this year. And I kind of think that like, I don't know. I think that like 19 to 25 is a fair range for him. So 5.5 rebounds, under and what? I probably should have just played this, dude. I probably will play this right after the stream. But so if you guys want to merchant this shit, but yeah, under 5.5 rebounds, I think is a very good look. Just really good hit rate stuff. Points have been okay, but PR under and a lot too. I think that Nas stuff is just way too high personally. And also, guys, Kings 5th fewest points per game to spot up. That's 40% of the points. Eddie does not rock with Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, dude, Suave, I do like that, man. Julius has been so damn good. I don't really know who they have to defend him. I think so. Julius actually has a really, really good matchup, man. Like, Julius should eat this game, dude. Like, who is going to guard him? They have no beef whatsoever. Like, it's probably going to be Russell Westbrook, honestly. Like, I mean, seriously. Like, and who's going to guard Ant? Like, Dennis Schroeder? Like, are you shitting me, dude? Like, they actually have no point of it. I didn't even think about it that way, dude. They have no point of attack for either of our top two guys. So it's probably going to be a lot of Ant and Randall. They're probably going to get a fair amount of assists. I think that Randall's been so good this year, dude. Like, he is just like you guys. If you guys watch Julius Randle hoop, the game comes so easy to him. Like, it really does, bro. He can get to like an easy mid range, short mid range spot very, very easily. So Julius 18, man, that should be safe. They have no one to guard him. Well, dude, even if Sabonis is in, he doesn't protect the rim either. So yeah, I like that, man. Julius should have a field day. They have no one to guard him. So same with Ant. So maybe they have to be aggressive and they're over helping and giving some wide open threes. I could definitely see that in the range of outcomes. Like I said, I guess they really haven't been doing that though. Really have not been giving up a lot of spot up stuff. So kind of weird there, but yeah, like I said, really like Naz Reid unders. Rudy Gobert is absolutely needed. Like, our defensive rating is insanely different. I'll probably take it, Jermaine. Yeah, I think it's a good play. So I think I'll probably take it. Yep. Okay, guys. Well, that's gonna do it. I appreciate everyone for tuning in, guys. If you guys have not liked already, make sure to drop a like and sub on your way out. It is greatly appreciated. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.